Hi, I'm Frank, also known as Frank here, and I am your streaming musician, and we've done it! We had the first live stream on this channel. I've done my first YouTube live stream, and it was a blast, and thank you everybody for participating, for joining the chat, for joining the fun. And what we'll do today is talk a little bit about the experiences that we've made, so let's dive into it. So how did it go? Well, it was a really smooth start. I mean, I'm not new to streaming, so I had pretty much everything set up already. I just had to switch my OBS profile from Twitch to YouTube. Pretty much used the same scenes as I do on Twitch, so I was good. It was really easy, no technical hiccups. The stream manager on the YouTube side is actually pretty nice. It's nice and clean, you get all the information you need. I totally liked that experience. So the first stream was, on the technical side, really easy to do. Well, not much to say about that, other than it was a smooth start. Yay! So what were actually my expectations for the first stream on YouTube? Well, I was realistic. I was completely realistic to myself, and I expected a few of my core community members from Twitch to spill over to the YouTube stream, just because they are always interested in what I do and they want to support me. So thanks for that, first of all. And I was thinking that there might be a few people joining in because of my Sunday with Ola Rift Challenge videos or such. And, well, was I right? Heck yes! It was exactly what happened. So there were like a handful of people that I haven't seen in my Twitch streams yet that actually came in and engaged in the conversation, that were interacting with the chat, with the community, with me. So yeah, that was actually a really nice experience. So the interesting thing is, of course, could I tell a difference? I mean, it was just the first stream on YouTube, so there's not a lot of material to compare to the Twitch side of life. But I think I can, in complete honesty, say I did realize something. It's not the biggest thing to realize, but it was a very subtle thing. On Twitch, you can seriously say people come in because you entertain them. And entertainment on Twitch is usually pretty loud, pretty in-your-face, straightforward, very interactive. And we will get to these things a bit more in detail in the upcoming episode, maybe even today. I have just roughly scripted out this episode, so it's more of a stream of consciousness kind of video today. What I was really noticing with the YouTube stream is that it wasn't many people, or don't get me wrong, it wasn't a success in view count numbers or anything, but it was a success in feeling of the stream. Because we had like, I think the peak was 9 simultaneous viewers, which is totally fine for just starting out in a community that doesn't really know that you're streaming. But they were all in it for what I was doing. I was doing a full-on production and songwriting stream. I mean, it went pretty much by the title of turning Swola entries into a full song. So you know that I'm not doing loud, obnoxious performance things. I'm not blasting metal in your face all the time. I'm not singing. I'm not playing full songs. I was working. I was pretty much working in a creative fashion. So people that were joining in saw my Sunday with Ola Rift challenges, saw my streaming musician video, and they knew what they were up for. They were in for me producing more music. And this is exactly what we had in the chat as well. We had conversations about how I go about things, what I would use for sounds, how I would go about songwriting, all these good things. And then we would have an interaction of feedback. Just, oh yeah, this part is really cool. Yeah, right. And now I'm thinking, what could I do next? And we had a really good conversation about these things. And on Twitch, usually I do have like two-sided streams. I start with performance and I always do a bit of playing the songs to get people in, to keep them entertained, because that's something that you need to do on Twitch. And as soon as I switch to production, to creative work, you can tell that there's an insane drop in viewership. Because all of a sudden you are not like a TV show anymore. All of a sudden you're like a documentary, you know? And there's a good hand of people that enjoys that type of content because they're musicians themselves. But it's not for everyone. So, and they're not expecting that. Going into a music stream, they expect someone to perform music for you. And yeah, we will dive into that expectation topic in further videos, because that's one of the struggles that you have on Twitch if you want to grow. And growth and struggles is one of the things that I will go into in the next episode of this video series. So stay tuned for that, this will be interesting. If you don't want to miss that, subscribe. You know, I now do the YouTuber thing. If you don't want to miss a video in this series because you're interested in streaming on both platforms, or just want to get the insight in what it's like for a DIY musician, subscribe. And turn on the notifications if you please. So in conclusion of this first experiment, I can pretty much say two things. One pro for YouTube, one pro for Twitch. The YouTube pro is pretty much clear. I've been talking about this in this video. We've had smaller viewership, but that was actually interested in what I did. So there was no disappointment in people coming in and not getting metal blasted in their faces for 2 hours or something. They were in for the production, they were in for the songwriting, and we all agreed on what's going to happen. So it was a fun time in a small group. Very enjoyable. On the other side, the pro for Twitch would still be that there is a more dynamic element to people finding you. You can still get raids, you can still pop up in the recommendation feed of someone just browsing the categories or something. If someone has been watching a lot of music streams with the tag metal musician, you might see me in your recommendations, but to be honest, not many people stick with you if you're doing this kind of content, because they are usually looking for rocksmith streamers or people that play covers, people that are just doing songs for you. That's exactly where it balances out. On Twitch, still as a streamer, you are a bit more visible while you stream. On YouTube, I can easily tell after this first experience that the people that came in were actually interested in what I was doing. So make of that what you will. We will have further discussions and observations in this area for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much what I realized in my first streaming experience here on YouTube. So if you're still watching, you are clearly interested in this topic and you want to see where this journey is going. So I really recommend you to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this. And if you have any questions or comments to this series or to the topic of streaming as a musician, just let me know. Just leave a comment and maybe I'll do a reaction or Q&A session. Who knows? That might just be a thing that we do in the future as well. I'm totally open for every format that we can get out of this, because it is an interesting thing and I really want to explore more. So yes, other than that, feel free to check out my bands, my solo material that I release as Frankie or my band Orcus, Patera. The links are all in the description. And yes, see you in the next one. Bye bye.